What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the New York Islanders. Now, we finished off the draft. We're about to go into the free agency area. But before we do that, I'm going to do what I forgot to do last video, which was to read off the winners for the scoring contest. And there was unfortunately no clean sweep. Very close for some people, but 5 different people got 2 or more right, so good job. So first off, it'll be free giveaways here. He got Erik Karlsson for the league defenseman and Thatcher Demko. Now for the goldies, I did decide to give it to either one of the two who were up there, which was Gibson or Demko, because it was so close that, I mean, what was it? It was 1 game in 0.01% difference of save percentage and something weird. It was insanely close. So I decided to give it to both Gibson or Demko, whoever guessed them. No one guessed Gibson, but anyway. So yeah, that was the first one right there. So next, it was Hazmatic Chaos, who guessed the team leader for defense was Dahlin, and the goaltender was Thatcher Demko. Next, we have Zinthi, who guessed Barzal for the team lead for forwards, and also Thatcher Demko as the goaltender. Next, we got Ben Martin, who guessed Barzal and Erik Karlsson. And last but not least, we have fucking Stallion Duck, and he guessed Barzal and Erik Karlsson, and was sort of close with Luukkonen. Sorta, not really. Needed more games. If he had more games, man, I think he really, like, if we had like 5 more games, he would have had a really good shot at that. So, all right. Anyway, thank you for everyone for participating, and yeah, a lot of winners this year, which helps because the last couple of years didn't have too many. All right, so now on to free agency, where we got some interesting ideas here, and some things that I didn't think of, which I like. So, one thing here. Oh, someone was thinking about Giroux and how he was going to decline, but it doesn't look like he will, actually. Let's see. I still got the elite potential. Now, that could drop to top 6, but... Huh. Yeah, the idea was, what was mentioned was to grab him, and that as he declines, we can move him down the roster, but I don't think he's going to decline that much, like... Yeah. Damn. Well... That was a really nice idea, but at 89 still, only 35, and still with the elite potential, I think that's only going to drop down to like top 6 throughout this and the next change. So, I don't see him declining that much throughout this year. And at least not real enough to put him on the second line here. I mean, I don't even think he'll start on the second line. I think even after the jumps, he'll still be listed as first line, which might be kind of bad. So I'm gonna opt out of going for Giroux. That was a good idea, but I don't think he declines enough to really. I mean, he might. Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know if that he'll decline enough to really fit into what we're trying to do. Because basically what was suggested was to start him on the second line if, what's-his-name wasn't ready, if Brizgalov wasn't ready. Now, if this guy was about 86 overall with top 6 potential right now, then I would definitely can grab him. Because he might drop down the top 9 potential, and then he would decline throughout the year, which would be perfect for us. But I think he might be a bit too high up right now. So I could go back and grab Beauvillier for 1 more year. And he could be that guy, because he can, while his defense isn't as good, he could get away with it, definitely. And, yeah, his defense, in my opinion, is kind of good enough to be on the third-line center. And he brings some offense to the table, which our third line is going to have some good offensive options. So, yeah, as much as I did like that Giroux idea, I didn't remember his overall or potential still. I don't think that it works out the way that was described here. And it might bring down our locker room chemistry a bit too much to have this guy in all those different places. Yeah. Damn. That was a great idea, though. I think it's just a couple, like, we're like 1 year off from that. I think if this was next year, and like I said, he was already a bit declined and things like that, yeah, I think it would work better. But as of right now, I don't know that it... I don't know, at age 35, I mean, he could decline a bit, but like I said, I don't think it's enough to really get away with playing him third line. I really need to think about it, but I don't see him declining quite enough. Beauvillier, on the other hand, I mean, he's already right there, and he's close enough that I think with his most likely give him some power play time. I think he's probably be able to, yeah, play third line if what's his name is not ready. Oh, it's a really tough call. Both of them are really good cases. And it does all depend on Brizgalov, but you know what? I'm gonna do the safest or the safer option probably and grab Beauvillier, because I don't know, Giroux. I think he's really gonna be listed as first line for a while. Those offensive stats are really good, and I think his defense is gonna decline first anyway. So the penalty kill time extra to keep him up there, I don't know if it works. I mean, I'll check on him after free agency and stuff to see if if he drops enough, but I don't foresee him dropping it quite enough for us to use him the way that we need to. Another option here would be O'Reilly to be that guy. We could also move him down to the third line to be penalty kill. He actually kind of brings the same sort of skill set as Beauvillier. Bit on the older side of things. Bit more cash, obviously. He's not going to decline, so when we put him into the third line role, he won't be too happy. But with those defensive stats, I mean, that's a penalty killer. 88 faceoffs, too. Wow. Let's see what O'Reilly's done. 40, yeah, not much of a point scorer. Playoffs, though, he was pretty good. I mean, and all we really, yeah. So, get an extra penalty kill. Yeah, I think he'll actually be really good for a penalty kill here. Let's see, a year, I'd have to offer him quite a bit. I'd offer him like 10 mil for a year. We need to spend money anyway. 10 mil for a year would work. It's either him or getting Beauvillier back at this point. So, I think I might lean towards O'Reilly simply because of that penalty kill idea that we had for Giroux. But this guy fits in a bit more into that, like the 86. I mean, yeah, he could play a second line and do pretty good if we're waiting for Brizgalov. But if we do have him third line, I mean, we'll probably have him in a couple of, I mean, he could probably go on the power play too, as well as the penalty kill. Not a big shot taker. But I think it could still work, him being in both areas. You know what? I might go for O'Reilly for 1 year here. Might let Beauvillier go off somewhere. And someone said the team interested would be me, but I didn't tender him. But maybe because he was still considered an RFA, that's what that means. But I'm not too sure. So yeah, I still think Beauvillier should get picked up by someone. I mean, he's still pretty damn good not to, I think. Yeah, this is a tough call. I might have to think about this a bit. All right, you know what? I think I'm going to go for O'Reilly here. I think he's really good for everything that we need him for, and because we still have like 23 million to work with, I'm going to bump him up to like 13 million, get us close to about 10 million left to work with, and that'll be plenty. So that's what I'm going to do here. 1 year for 13 mil. Make sure I get O'Reilly. I mean, there's no way he's not going to sign for this, but yeah, we have quite a bit of extra cash here. Yeah, so I'm going to go for O'Reilly. And probably one of those red elites here. I forget which one I was looking at. Maybe the Bickle guy was pretty damn well built. And I think, yeah, that was the guy we released. Everyone else was kind of maybe. There's 2 center playmakers. I'll only pick up 1. The sniper's the other one who might be something. He does have good defense. His offensive stats aren't that impressive, but his shot's pretty good. I could pick him up. And I could pick him up just to pick him up. And we could really optimize who we're choosing to put in there. Some top nines might sit, but we'll see. We'll see what the situation is. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna just go for this guy at first, and then I'll check in how many forwards we. Oh wait, can't do that. Can't bump down. And someone said about a goalie situation that I'll probably want to take a look at. There's a free green fringe starter. Yes, there is. Thank you. Good catch. I did not see that. A green fringe starter at 19 years old. These are great guys to be training into backup, so definitely going to sign him. No question, I want to sign him. So those two going to be signed for sure. We won't go for the yellow elite. Like I said, that's just feels a bit cheesy. We have 2 yellow elites who are doing really good, so computers can have them. All right, and let me go ahead and check out, before we sim and advance some days here, I just want to check out what our forward situation is going to roughly look like for our AHL. So it's going to start around Prince. All right, so... yeah, we probably might want to sign maybe, well, I want to see if we're going to get some growth before we go after the lower guys here. Yeah, it's actually going to be tough to judge. You know what? I might as well just sign both of them here. But if I'm rough calculating, like, probably starting around here. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I could probably sign both of them. Just looking at that roughly, I could probably get away with signing both of them. And good to have another maybe elite type sniper. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I can optimize it when I get there. Oops, I always do that mistake trying to lower it like I'm in the restricted area. Okay, so we'll go for those two guys. Yeah, and I'm actually gonna hold off on signing any sort of role player. I want to see if our young guys are gonna hop up into those roles, and if not, then obviously I'm gonna you know, make some trades or something like that. But for Wayne Simmons, now you're gonna hear about him. All right, yeah. For now, I'm probably just gonna leave the rest off. I mean, I don't think we have a depth forward, so I could grab a depth forward. Because we have a depth defense, but we do not. I'm gonna sign a depth forward. I don't think we have one of those. So let's do that. Actually gonna sort probably by defense and see what I can get from there. Yep, alright. Anyone listed as depth here? Maybe not. One. And he's okay, but not great. Yeah, scoring role type dudes, which I would prefer to not have. Yeah. Oh, Ryan Getzlaf. What? We can use Ryan Getzlaf. Unfortunately, his defense has dropped quite a bit. But he ain't bad. Could use Ryan Getzlaf as depth. Very interesting. I'm going to go back to overalls because I feel like that might actually be more efficient for finding the depth rather than the defense. Yeah, there you go. There's a bunch in a row. Let's see. Sam Gagne here. Not incredible. Not incredible. Raffle's okay, but yeah, none of these guys are extremely good for depth and what I'm looking for. Ooh. No. Hold on. What was Pitlick looking like? Pitlick's okay, actually. Oh, he's fourth line. That's why. That would be why. Berglund's pretty... Ooh, Berglund's actually pretty good for depth. Because with that face-offs, he could actually take some... Yeah, he could actually play middle. Good discipline. Not the greatest poise, but he doesn't really need it. I'm liking what Berglund's looking like. Getzlaf, I think he's just declined too much. Although the awareness is pretty much the same as Berglund's there. You know, the thing is, I think he's going to decline even more. I mean, Berglund's got the same thing. He's 35. He could probably decline a bit more, but he's probably going to go down to bottom 6 before. Getzlaf's already at bottom 6. Yeah, that's a tough call, but I think Berglund might be slightly better and decline less. Although Getzlaf does bring offense to the table and really good poise. You know, let's go for Getzlaf. Fuck it. Let's go for him. That's funny as hell. This guy, I mean, yeah, he's pretty... I mean, yeah, I think with the decline and all, he should be... I think he might decline lower, though. Yeah, it's a really big risk. I really think he'll decline to... He might decline to AHL at age 38. Yeah, Berglund is just slightly safer. I'm going to go for Berglund. So we're spending... We'll have about 10 mil left. We could spend about 3 on this guy, leave ourselves with roughly 7. Yeah, I don't want to deal with any, cap floor issues. So we're going to grab him 3 mil for 1 year. All right, there we go. And that should be the entirety of our free agency right there. So, all right. Hopefully we can get all these guys. I think we should. I mean, we offered him plenty of cash, so besides the prospects, we'll have to hope we can get lucky with them, but that's fine. So we'll sim up here. You want to give us Shattenkirk? No. What? Why does it keep saying we like need defensemen? All right, so we got Osgood, we got the green, a fringe starter, and we got Dryber, which was a sniper. Okay, haven't heard from the playmaker quite yet. We got Berglund, though, for our depth. All right, there was the playmaker, and all we're waiting on now is O'Reilly, and I'm pretty sure he should sign. Yes, he did. He really liked the contract. Yeah, I don't blame you. 13 mil for a year for you is ridiculous. But that should set us up quite well. So I'm going to sim up here, get the lines taken care of, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I think these are the lines that we're going to go with. So Panarin, Barzal, Cullen, Hogan, Brizgalov, who is ready for second line, and Ho-Sang. Now this is going to be interesting. Hogan takes a bit of shots. He's a bit of a shooter. As you can see, last year, 234 shots over the course of the year. So, yeah, he has a great chance to be a goal scorer here. And Brizgalov, I think, actually took a few shots as well. At least for the ice time that he was getting, a lot of it was fourth line. We moved him up after a while, but yeah. Seeing the playoffs, he had over 2 shots per game average, which is pretty good. So I think we'll have enough shooting on that second line. We'll see. But it looks like we should be able to find enough goal scoring and such. Third line, Klein, O'Reilly, Stevenson. Yeah, that's a pretty awesome third line. Oh, man. Fourth line of Booze. And we're going to try Langenbrunner here because he's, well, ready for third line. But his faceoffs aren't great. His defense is okay. And he's got decent offensive stuff. If he doesn't work out, if it seems like our fourth line doesn't get the job done, we have other options in the AHL to use. So, yeah, we're going to see if he works. If not, we'll trade him. And then, because it's we got him on just a little bridge deal here. We'll trade him if he doesn't work out. And also McKay, who's a red elite grinder, making his way up here. Listed as fourth line at 22, so he'll probably cap out around third or fourth line, but that's all right because he's a grinder. And look at his defense, 86, 81, and 88. That's kind of the dream scenario for a forward's defensive capabilities. High awareness, high stick checking. Doesn't matter for shot blocking too much. So yeah, he looks good. So I'm excited about that. And defensively, Dahlen Carlson, who's beginning his decline. As you can see, his potential is actually top 4 now. So he will be declining throughout this year. It's his last year on his deal, which could time perfectly up with Blunden growing. And we could put up either Kiprusoff or, Bouchard onto the top line. Most likely Kiprusoff, I think, because Kiprusoff's 88. I know he's not listed as, top 2 or anything, but I think he would benefit Dahlen being up there. Then we could try like Blunden and Bouchard on this line together. We'd have to pick up another top 6 guy, but could work out. We're gonna keep Yoki Paka here, even though he's listed as a minor top 2 now. I don't buy it. I think if he has a bad year, obviously we'll have to figure it out. But I don't know. We'll see how he works. All right, so power play, first unit the same as it is last year. Second unit, Ho-Sang, O'Reilly in the center because his face-offs. Brizgalov on the wing. Yeah, because I mean, whatever. he's got a decent shot and stuff still. But yeah, and then Hogan on the point. Bouchard on the other side. So that's going to be our power play. This should keep O'Reilly happy. He's going to have second unit power play as well as, well, you could check 4-man. I'm putting Brizgalov in here. I want to favor him more for the other stuff, as you can see. Penalty kill as well. It'll be O'Reilly and Klein together as that top unit. So that's looking pretty damn good. O'Reilly, Klein, Kiprusoff, Blunden. We're going to try Blunden here. I want to try to get his defensive stats good. I want to see how he'll do, and he should be carried by all these other guys. Second unit, Stevenson and McKay. Stevenson's going to take face-offs because it's not horrible, but we don't, yeah. Like, the thing, if I was going to go for something else, I want to play McKay because he's a grinder and he looks pretty good. The other thing I could do is to move Stevenson over and then put, like, Langenbrunner. I could try Brizgalov out on the PK. We could always try that, but I want to try out this first. I want to try McKay on there with Stevenson first, and then they got Bouchard, Carlson as the defensive pairing. So that's what our penalty kill looks like. Same pairings for the 3-man, and it's going to go O'Reilly and I guess Klein. Yeah. Even though he can't really take face-offs, we'll be able to get away with it. It was pretty good with him on there, as I recall. Here's the 4-on-4s. As you can see, favoring Brizgalov. O'Reilly goes in here with Hogan. 3-on-3s, same sort of forward duos here. And the defense, we're going Dahlin, then Bouchard, because even though his passing's not as good, Carlson is declining. So I want to start giving Bouchard the better ice time and such like that. Goaltenders, we got Luukkonen, and of course Gratton is ready for the backup. 80 overall at age 21. He's probably a bit lower, like 79, but he's still listed as a backup, so that's perfect for us. And it lines up real well. You can see our two scratches, Mironov and Berglund, as our depth guys. And extra attacker, Barzal, Dahlin. Shootout lineups, Cullen, Panarin, Barzal, Dahlin, and Hosang. All right. And I think that was it. So there we have it. There's what our lines are going to be. And I like the way the team looks. Booze and Langenbrunner, these, well, more Langenbrunner is a big question mark. Booze, I think, is good enough defensively to really be okay. I mean, he deserves third-line time and should actually probably be getting some penalty kill in there. But I wanted to try out McKay and stuff. We'll see. And I don't really mind if this guy stunts. I know he's got good offensive awareness and stuff, but the way things are looking right now, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We have a lot of young guys in the system, so we're busting at the seams in that regard. And here's what our AHL team's looking like. Prioritizing this guy. Here's our other options to come up. Grelot is listed as a depth guy. Power forward, really good shot, decent defense, okay offense. I mean, yeah. So this guy at some point, if we're having some trouble somewhere, we make a trade. This guy could come up at some point. I got this guy first line because of that, those offensive stats, and for some reason, if Brizgalov doesn't work out as a second liner, this guy coming up would help. Stalinin's listed as fourth line. Now his defense is pretty good, but I want to try to give Langenbrunner the shot first before we try Salinen. Because I don't think this guy's really going to be going anywhere. And 1 year down here, or at least part of the year outside of his role, will only stunt him just a little bit. This guy is more of a role player anyway, so we'll need him only for third line max. This guy still listed as a minor checker. It's looking less and less likely this guy turns out to be too much of anything offensive threat-wise. So yeah, that's what we got going on. There's our defensive situation. See that? I'm pretty sure this is the new guy we just got. Yeah. He's looking pretty damn good. All right, and our goaltender situation, I'm putting in Osgood, the Green Fringe starter, instead of Volin. I think he should be fine. Holland should carry. Anyway, just quickly going over our AHL lines for you guys. And that's that. So now I was holding on to Yoki Paka. I think I'll trade him now. No, not Yoki Paka. God damn it. Jokela. There we go. One of the many Finns that we have. So Jokela. Yeah, I tendered him just to see if we'd maybe need him on the fourth line center. What it's looking like now is that we got Langenbrunner, and we might actually end up trading him. But we also have, Salinen and other options right there to fill that in. So we don't really need Jokela. He didn't do amazingly well in the fourth line role last year. So we'll ship him off right now. He's a pretty serviceable guy. A lot of teams want him, and I don't blame him. So let's ship him off to somewhere like Vegas where he's going to have a great chance to play. He should have a pretty damn good chance to play. Yeah, they got Wong. They're going to need a nice playmaker here. And they have a couple here, but nothing too great. Yeah, I mean, Jokela's probably going to play freaking first line for them. So give us back a pick that reflects that. Let's get a 2 and a 3. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Highly unlikely. I'm not going to be able to get all this, but I'm trying it anyway. Yeah, you aren't completely barking up the wrong tree, but all right, if I can get a 2, 3, and a 4, that'd be great. I know I can get a 2 and a 3. I'm not going to be able to get all this, but I'm trying everything. Remove the 5. That should get closer. Okay, yeah, sweeten the value just a touch. So remove the 7, maybe? Yeah, so 2, 3, and a 6 for Jokela. I'm perfectly happy with that. Yeah, he's likely going to be playing first line for them, which I'm actually, yeah, it's kind of cool. We're giving Jokela a really good chance to play in a top role. So it'll probably be like, well, actually, no, he's probably going to play third line, actually. I just noticed, yeah. I thought for some reason that Suzuki was a bit lower than he was. So either way, he's going to have a really good chance to play. He'll play on in one of the top 3 lines, so that's good for him. We'll see how that team does. Keep an eye on them. They could be a weird wild card. They don't look good. They look like, you know, pretty meh, but if they... No, they don't even... Oh, man, what the hell have they been doing this whole time? Vegas sucks. Well, sorry. They got some... Yeah, okay, there we go. March. Yeah, I mean... They got some things there. Either way. Damn, they already signed him. They signed him to a 3-year deal. Alright, so good luck, Jokiela. And that'll be that. And I don't think we had anyone else tendered. So, I'm thinking we're ready to get going. I'm pretty sure that's the only guy I tendered. I'm gonna double check now because I don't want to, because we do sim up towards December 1st. So if there is anyone else, I'm pretty sure there's not. No, there isn't. Okay, we're solid. We're all good. Alrighty, so there's that. And now we can get simming, right? I think we're good. I'm not forgetting anything. I don't know, something's telling me I'm forgetting something, but I think I'm lying to myself. I'm pretty sure I'm good. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, let's get simming here. Let's do it. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So, at this point, you guys have seen the lines, and now is when you'll make your guesses for this year's scoring year. That's what I was forgetting. So, you guys saw the lines. You guys can make your guesses here. I'll show them to you one more time, but first line's looking good. And with Carlson on the decline, it looking like Dahlin should have the chance to get a lot more points this year. And maybe even have a shot at that league. So, hey, there you have it. Alright, guys, so there you go. Let's start simming. Let's hope this team isn't garbage. They shouldn't be. If this team is garbage, there's something wrong with the sim. Alright, hopefully the second line. The third line, O'Reilly should be okay. I think he should be. Yeah, let's go here. Oh, where'd Giroux end up? I should have checked that. You know, I might check that after the sim. I'll see if I can find him. Yeah, let's do this first couple months here. Let's get up to December 1st. Bam. Alright, Islanders, let's see how we roll through here. Preseason rolls along. We're starting off good, but preseason's preseason. We're playing a bunch of like 20-year-old, 70 overall guys, and we're just raffle stomping them. Okay, let's start the scouting out. Pretty standard. Nice, nice. Okay. Undefeated so far in preseason, and then Philly beats us. I shouldn't have said anything, but whatever. Preseason's preseason. I don't even care if we lose every game. Alright, so regular season starts off. We're 2-1, allowing some goals here, but we're scoring some goals as well. Hopefully our defense can get a bit better. That's a good game for our defense, but unfortunately we couldn't put any in the back of the net. Alright, continue scouting here. Only 35 guys there for defensemen. Good year for rookies. Alright, we'll see. Buff. Ooh, another tough loss. Yeah, our goals against is not too good right now. I'm just looking at how many goals against we're allowing. It's not too good. We're scoring a lot, but we got to start improving that goals against here. Let's get... There you go. That's a bit better. Now we're starting to fall into... Tough shutout loss. 7-4. I honestly expect better out of this team. 7-4 is not a great start in my opinion, for this team. I think we do a lot better. So come on now, get some dubs. There you go. That's better. There we go. Ugh, can't get on a nice streak here. Really would prefer to get on a streak, but once we start getting that momentum under us, we drop a game. But it's alright. Still very early. We got some time here. Couple games against Dallas. Let's beat them both. Let's show Dallas who's boss. Bridgeport's doing great. 11-3-3. Looking incredible. Oh, hello. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, I don't need Zadorov. No, I definitely don't need Varlamov. What kind of trade is this? Get out. Quit putting Van Ryan on my goddamn block. He's one of the best defensive centers you're ever going to see. Don't at me. Alright. Fucking assistant coach is fired. I hate him. Ugh, tough loss, but we get a point at least. Answer back with a nice win. There we go. Okay, Anaheim's a good team. Yeah, we lose to them. Yeah, we can't quite get going on the streak here. It's not like we're playing bad, but can't quite get going here. We're going to have to check and see how our scoring's coming. But I think our scoring's fine. I mean, we're just a little inconsistent right now. That's the only issue I see. A little inconsistent, but we're still good. Win these last two games, that'd be great. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that looks better. 17-6-2. That's looking a bit better here. Alright, so here we are at December 1st. 17-6-2. Bridgeport 16-7-3, so they dropped a few games there recently. Second in the division, right behind New Jersey. All right, and okay, at least we got some space between the next wild card. So we're 6 points ahead of that wild card, so we should be able to create enough space this year to not have to worry about it. I think playoffs are pretty much a guarantee. Panarin leading in points with 25 thus far. We're going to see how our team's doing overall, though. All right, so goals for per game, 3.04, goals against 2.16. Yeah, that definitely improved from the beginning of the year. It definitely did. Beginning of the year was a bit faulty. We were allowing like 3 goals, 4 goals, 2 goals, 3 goals, pretty consistently there for the first, I'd say 7 or so games. We seem to tighten it up, though. That's a great ratio. Maybe our goals for could be a bit higher, but it's looking good. Power play, 21.4. Again, could be a bit higher. But for now, it's okay. Penalty kill's the biggest thing. Ugh. Not a good penalty kill. 79.2. It should be a lot better. There should be no excuse for our penalty kill, really. We're not taking a lot of penalties, but allowing, that's too many goals to allow. So we could take a look at that, maybe. Home record, 10-3-0 away, 7-3-2. Last 10, 7-1-2. So we're on a good stretch right now. Yeah, penalty kill is the one weak spot. It doesn't look like it should be weak, but it is. So there you have it. I wish you could tell which line was getting scored on the most, or which, like, pairings, Oh, what the hell? What the fuck is up with our first line here? Seriously, Panarin's point a game, and then Barzal and Cullen are way the hell down here. Ooh, second line not doing too well either. Huh. Yeah, power play is doing well. Steven, yeah, third line is having some fun. Stevenson's getting some points there. Yeah, second line. Not doing it. Even the first line's not really doing well. I'm not too sure about why not, but there are. Yeah, Hogan's producing like I want him to. Bit of a goal scorer. That's good. Ho-Sang actually scoring some goals weirdly. And Brizgalov being a pure assist guy. I don't really care, but I do want a bit more out of them. 14 points across the board. Yeah. I'd like a bit more. So 25 games. I mean, times it by 3. They're only on pace right now for 45 points, but that's in what 75 games. So yeah, they're kind of on pace for about 50 each, which is okay. But I want to, and you know what? Yeah, I do. I'm mostly upset about the first line, especially Barzal. Barzal needs more than that, and he needs to produce more like a freaking playmaker. Cullen. I don't know. Cullen, oh yeah, by the way, Cullen's a green elite. I don't know if I pointed that out yet. I don't know. I think he changed. I know I remember seeing it, but I don't know if I pointed it out. Yeah, shooting a lot, just not getting a lot of goals. Yeah, the shot numbers are great from him. Yeah. Shot numbers are great from Brizgalov too, just not scoring them. But yeah, shot numbers are exactly what we want, really, out of Panarin and Cullen. It's just Cullen not quite burying them yet. I mean, we need more points for sure out of that first line. The first line's got to start stepping up. I think they should. I'm not going to, they've been great this whole time, so we'll see. We'll see how they go. All right, defensively, Dahlin. Carlson's a -2. Huh. First unit issues, maybe? Yeah, Yoki Paka right back up to a 78. Blundin's actually scoring some points down there. He's a +12. Yeah, our top 6 is always really good. Yeah, +12 for Blundin, man. Great start. Kiprusoff and Bouchard are doing good. It's first pairing, though. A lot to be desired. Definitely. There's a bit to be desired there. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I think I'll leave it for now. I don't know. You guys can let me know, but Luukkonen's doing fantastic. 19 games played already, and those kind of numbers. He's incredible. And Grattan as our backup is doing really good too. He's got 7 games played, but he's got just the amount of points I want out of him. He's got 7 points in 7 games played, so I do hope they should still give Luukkonen a lot more games. That split is a little bit too much. You gotta give Luukkonen the time, man. This guy can win Vezina easily. Just gotta give him the time. Any rookies this year? Who's our rooks? We got Langenbrunner, Blundin, and McKay. 3 rookies this year. And as well probably as Grattan. Yeah, Grattan's going to be listed as a rookie. Alright, but yeah, I'm not extremely happy with production. Barzal should be getting more. But we are getting a lot from our 2 defensemen back there. Carlson and Dahlin have gotten quite a bit in the early going. Dolan, you expect this, but Carlson, maybe a bit more than he usually gets. I think the goals, too, is maybe, I don't know. I'm not too sure. We'll see what happens as we continue, but it's nothing's bad. I need Cullen to get going. Cullen is definitely underachieving. Barzal, not quite yet. He's not, but I want a bit more out of him. Panarin's doing fine. I know my first line's not going to be point a game all the time, especially when we got, 2 other lines that can produce really good amount of points. As you can see, Stevenson's got 15. I mean, he's tied with a first liner right now. No power play time. Stevenson's just doing it. Stevenson's, yeah, we're exploiting matchups right now. I think our third and second line are really going to be comparable when it comes to point scoring, and it might take away a bit from our first line this year. So as long as our ratio's good, yeah, it's got to be over 3. I want to actually get it closer to 3.5 goals per game. That's what I think we should be capable of. We'll see if it happens, but I think we do have that capability to close in on 3.5 goals for per game. Now, maybe a more realistic thing is to end the season with 3.25 goals for per game. I think that's, perhaps a bit more realistic here. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm just looking down here at some of the other... I should be looking at forwards actually down here. I didn't check out really the depth too much. Yeah, Klein. All right, what else here? Yeah, looking good. Good amount of hits. Klein's giveaway takeaway is actually not bad considering his awareness isn't that great. Could be better, of course, but when you look at Langenbrunner with that high of awareness, not great defense. Oh, McKay has actually surprised me. 13 and 13. I was expecting him to have a negative because his offense is really non-existent, but I guess his defense is pretty damn good. So good job, McKay, getting in there on that forecheck. 2 fights! Oh, yeah. Here we go. He's a fighter, too. He's a fighter. All right, there we go. All right, now we can check out some of the player growth here, see what we're looking at, and then we'll end it. But the beginning of the season's going pretty well. And I do want to see if I could find where Giroux landed to see if he did decline. All right, let's see. Any growth to start off? Luukkonen. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, fuck. Yeah, it's unfortunately all that is statistical from Luukkonen. And there's no natural. So, Luukkonen's an 89 by statistical only. That's something that we need to keep in mind. I was hoping it was a bit of both, but it's looking like he's pure statistical growth right there. So, Luukkonen might not actually be the full #1 guy. He's great right now. He's doing fantastic right now, but if he has a year where he falls off, he's dropping. And hopefully it lines up with Grattan getting better. But for right now, Luukkonen's our #1. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around that, but keep in mind that this guy, it's not natural. It's all statistical. He can maintain it for a few years, but he is eventually going to drop off. Which sucks, but whatever. Brizgalov actually got statistical minuses, but after the year he's about to have, those should go away. Yeah, he's starting off with 14 points. He should get at least 50 points where he's at. I say he's going to have a good enough year to erase some of that. All right, Carlson, he's actually statistically improved, so as he declines, so will his, yeah, overall. He should be 87 right now. Keep that in mind. Bouchard's, again, increased by statistics a bit. This guy, actually, statistical minuses, but morale improvement, so he'll be jumping back up somewhere. All right, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. There's no other real growth here. Dolan statistical, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. All right, in the system here. Okay, Bickle's got a bit of growth. Nothing really standing out quite yet. Nope, not at all. Bickle's the one growing the most so far. But that's not much of anything. Oh, besides Osgood. Osgood's growing a bit. That's good. Good old fringe starter. Future backup Osgood. All right, good. So growth is pretty good. Now, I do want to try to scan through real quick and see if I could find Giroux. I should have checked to see what teams were interested in him. That was maybe a little mistake on my bad, but it shouldn't take too long to find out where he's at. Let's look down the center real quick. Or just look everywhere. Try my best here. And unless he didn't get signed, which would be pretty sad. He should get signed. Oh, he went to Chicago. Yeah, see, he's still, yeah, so he went only down to top 6, still in 88, still as a first liner. So that's what I was afraid of. I didn't think he would decline enough, and, you know, I was right. I don't think we could have got away with what we're doing with O'Reilly with Giroux. It would be really tough to keep him happy, I think. But he got himself a nice 2-year deal with Chicago, who's, oof. I would have gone elsewhere. That's just me, though. Yeah, I'd have definitely gone elsewhere, but hey. Maybe he wanted some cash. Anyway, so there's that. I do want to check on it because New Jersey's right ahead of us. I think they're pretty sure they still have, yeah, still got Tavares as their number 1. He sure has their number 2. Rip. No real good wing. This is, yeah, they are weak on the wing. But that first line, yeah, doing pretty damn good to start things off. Even their second line's not too bad. Oh, yeah, their second line ain't even bad. Keisher's just carrying so hard. So hard. All right, they're weak on the defensive end, though. Oh, they have a weak goaltender. But he's killing it. He's going to get some statistical growth if he keeps that up. Blackwood. In before 89 overall Blackwood. Holy crap. Oh, man. There's been so many goalies getting statistical growth in this playthrough. I mean, it's like every year there's a new 1 or 2 of them that's about to get crazy growth. Oh, man. Hilarious. Okay, so here we are at the end of the first couple months here, and we're doing good. Locker room chemistry is looking good at 77. And production's looking pretty good. We need a bit more maybe from our first line, but overall we're producing well. All right, so as we continue to go here, we're going to keep an eye on Blunden and other stuff like that, and make sure that if or when we trade Carlson, we'll be able to get a lot back from him and stuff like that. So, all right, so let me know what you guys think about the moves that I made and how we're doing so far. Any other changes that you'd like to see made? Maybe suggestions for that penalty kill would be much appreciated. All right, but for right now, this will be Cyn signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you in the next one. If watching my videos just isn't enough Cyn for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other Cynners out there. The links to both are in the description.